All right, welcome to the latest edition of the Fantasy Soccer FC podcast. This is David Smith.
Scott Weeby.
Brian Shesko.
Dave, that's not true.
This is a video.
That's true. This is not our podcast.
It's not.
No, but you opened it like it was.
I did because I didn't know what else to say.
Well, we're trying something different. We're trying to get our name out there as much as possible. And this video, we hope, will be part of the movement to help us do that. But we are not a video podcast.
No, this is horribly amateur.
No, this is terrible.
Yeah, we're an audio podcast. But hey, we focus on the Fantasy Premier League. And we hope that the more than 6 million people who play Fantasy Premier League around the world will check us out and listen. We provide at least weekly content to help people become better at what's known as FPL. And it all came out of a love for the Premier League.
That's right. Listen, we also just want to be entertaining. I love to do this, mainly because I needed an excuse to watch Premier League, so I could always tell my wife, hey, no, it's for the pod.
That's true.
Sort of like that.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And along the way, we've come to kind of make it our own. We're a unique FPL podcast. We do things only the three of us can do. So it all centers around FPL content, of course, more than what people can handle to set their FPL lineups.
Usually.
That's the feedback we get anyway. We give you everything you could possibly want and more. But along the way, there's always Premier League storylines that we can't help but talk about. And then there's these creative segments that we've kind of just stumbled into over the years that we've done this. Things that are unique to us in our podcast. Things like me giving out this honorary, meaningless fantasy half point to whomever I want to give it out to. And then probably everybody's favorite segment, if I'm going to be honest, is How to Say with Brian J. The J is really this guy's middle initial,
name,
by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's our pronunciation guide segment because as much as we love the British accent and the British game in its original British form, sometimes those announcers don't get the pronunciations right.
That's true. They tend to say some last names wrong, and we do our best to dig into the name and figure out how exactly their friends or family would say it out of respect for the player.
How else would I supposed to learn about umlauts?
That's true.
Or the sharpest S, Dave.
Yes.
If it wasn't for this podcast, everybody would be saying Kolasinac.
That's
and
true.
it's Kolacinits.
That's right. And then Dave, anyone who's listened to even just one episode of our podcast knows that your favorite club is Arsenal.
That's correct.
Because if it wasn't for us giving you an Arsenal moment, you would just dominate the entire episode with talk about your favorite club.
Unfortunately true.
And if there wasn't an Arsenal moment, I wouldn't have 3 minutes during every podcast to go to the toilet.
That's true. So our podcast is going to focus on what you need in Fantasy Premier League and the Premier League. You can tell we have American accents, but you know what? We still give the game its proper British respect.
Of course.
With the exception of Dave, we use all the right terminology most of the time. Like,
sometimes I'll screw things up.
Like football and
Soccer.
touchline, kit, those types of terms, all the right terminology. But we're
Ball.
also part. That's right. We use the proper name for ball. But we hope to be part of the growing American audience for the Premier League as well. So we're thankful for any listener in any country around the world who just loves the Premier League, wants to get better at FPL, and wants to listen to our advice to help them do that.
That's right. For the Fantasy Soccer FC podcast, this is David Smith. Until next time.